Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhit Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram. My thankful regards and namaskaras to all of you, all the members of Mimamsa who have invited me. My namaskaras to them who couldn't join this class for various reasons. Special thanks to Dr. Alka Jaishwalamma. I have invited here to give a talk on Vedanta, why Vedanta, and how it is effective and its importance in our daily life. The first thing, why we have come over here? Because we are suffering from a lot of problems. Lot of problems. Everyone. Someone has physical problem. Someone has social problem, economical problem, political problem. So we want to get rid of it. So how many of you, means not that, I went some days back in a place where there was no problem. Believe me, I was amazed. There was no problem. And everyone else were problem free. Please tell me, how many of you want to go there? Please raise your hand. Where there is no problem, total peace. I know every one of you are raising the hand. Really, it was a beautiful place. I went to a graveyard where I saw all the people are lying down, in total peace. No problem at all. I know right now, after listening this, nobody wants to go there. So, problem is the sign of life. If there is no problem in life, it is the indication of death. So problem is the part and parcel in our life. Yet we want to get rid of it. Actually, we don't want to get rid of problem, it is not. Whoever who are thinkers, little bit, They want to get rid of the pain comes out of the problem. So we want to get relieved from the pain, the feeling of pain. So we try to find out what is the problem and we want to solve it. In our life, we want to get rid of problem. What do you do for that? We want to change something else. We want to change something else. What sort of things we want to change? The thing is, we sometimes try to change desha, the place, kala, the time, vyakti, the people, objects, and paristhiti. The thing is, in the basic level, we try to change everything else. We try to change because we think this is the problem because of this place. We go to palmist or astrologer, they tell this is the problem. The place is the problem. I was in Mumbai for 3 years. So there I saw the house of Ambani, huge. But I heard they don't stay over there because astrologers have told this place is problematic and they will have a lot of problem, so they have changed their bungalow. Did it solve their problem? Because as a part of Chinmay mission, we are attached with those people. I know what is their problem. So desha, we sometimes think that desha is the problem. But the main problem is the sense of incompleteness. I feel sometimes empty inside me. That is why we change our place. We try to change our time. We, we try to add more and more people in our life. We try to change objects in our life. And what is our experience? Each and every object, what we acquire, it needs my time. Maybe this is a shirt or the wristwatch, anything else, whatever we possess, either person or objects, it needs my time, attention, emotions, everything else. But we acquire it or acquire them thinking that they will give us pleasure. Yes, we get pleasure. It is not that acquiring objects we don't get pleasure. We get. But again we become unhappy. That is why people first love their parents, then it shifts to mom, she is very closer. But slowly, slowly we feel we can't share everything else. So we search for the life partner. When we get, we feel, oh, now I have got, I can share something else. But my personal experience, when a lot of devotees come, sometimes husband come and tell, Swamiji, believe me, these things I'm telling you, please don't tell it to others. Even I could not share it with my wives also. Then we need children. So we add more and more things in our life to get rid of the problem, but we don't get the solution. We built our house. Why? To get security. That at least from this place, nobody will tell me that get out. So if we feel security at my house, then why should we lock the door? I think all of you have seen defense minister who is having the power or responsibility to secure our country. Have you seen his own security? So all those external things can't give us what we actually need. Some people are there in our life, we get that we start thinking that why this sort of problem to me? We have changed a lot. We have changed persons in my life. We have changed place. We have changed job. Some people have changed their husbands also. I have seen. But the problem is not solved. Because the problem is in the sense of finitude, the sense of limitedness inside. The thing is, what is the concept of happiness for the maximum people? We go to movie, we go to the restaurant, we have food, someone needs power, and everything else. But everywhere, a fear factor always acts of losing. Then, who are the thinkers? They slowly come into the conclusion that we can't change the creation. सृष्टि को तो बदल नहीं सकते. So they try to change their vision. सृष्टि को बदलने के बदल में they try to change their drishti. Then they come into the conclusion that our own karma is responsible for all my happiness and sorrow. And in that factor, our faith on God or Ishvara comes. But it is so fragile that whenever any mishap happens in our life, first we blame the God. That the God is very partial. Only all the problems are coming into me and my neighbors are so happy. Because some people are very happy with the neighbor's condition. See, one mother saw that his son has failed in 4 subjects: history, geography, English, and mathematics. First, she became very angry. Then she started inquiring. And lastly, she was very happy that neighbor sons have failed in 5 subjects. So it is our basic instinct, it has become. So from Paristhitivad, out of right thinking, we become Karmavadi. Then we start studying and listening some discourses that if we do good deeds, it gives good result, and the resultant of the good result is happiness, and the resultant of the bad deeds are sorrow or sadness. So they start doing all the good karma, but they have heard that this karma, because the concept of karma is the Vedic concept, so Veda has the solution of it. So they start doing Vedic rituals. But it's very difficult to do any rituals in a minute way. So we incur sins, and every work or every karma has its own precipitation. So if we commit any defects or nuisance in the Vedic rituals, it will create new sins. So Karmavadi can't get any solution out of it. Then people think there must be something else. Because Karmavad, the thinking of Karmavad, how it comes, when people start thinking, they see that everything is nothing but the effect. So without the cause, no effect can happen. Each and every effect has some cause. So what is that cause? That is karma and everything else. So people first become Paristhitivad, then Karmavadi, and then they can't find out any solution, permanent solution. What the permanent solution? People always want to be happy. There is a famous story that in a Brazil, one couple, young couple, they have a thatched hut, and they catch the fish by their small net standing on the sea, and they sell it, and they run their livelihood. One day, one trader came and started, and he was traveling and saw their lifestyle and started preaching them that why don't you purchase a small boat? Then they asked, why should we? If you purchase a small boat, then you can catch more fish, then you can sell more fish, you can earn more. Then the couple asked, then what will happen? You can earn a lot of money. The couple asked, then you can purchase big boat where you can, by which you can go to the deep sea, deep ocean. Then you can earn more money. Then the couple asked, then you can ask more ships. You can have a nice flat in New York City. Can you imagine? The young couple told yes. Then they asked, how long will it take? Then that trader told it may take 25 to 30 years. They told, oh, then we will be old. The trader told, yes, but you will be richer. You will be the rich person. Then the couple asked, then what we will do? No, you will purchase a small land in the beach of Brazil, and you old couple will stay in a bungalow, small, and will catch the fish and spend the leisure time. Then the couple asked, then what we are doing now? So that is the reality. We always want to be happy. Why? Because if you lit a matchstick, wherever angle you just lit it, have you ever noticed the flame always goes up? Why? Because the source of fire is sun. So each and everything wants to go to its source. In Sanskrit, there is a very famous sloka, Akashat patitam toyam samudram pratigacchati. The rain, all the water runs towards the ocean because the ocean is the source of each and every drop of water. Likewise, our basic instinct is anandam, happiness. That is why we are always searching for happiness. But we don't know where we get that permanent happiness. So we search here and there. By the grace of God, by a lot of prayers, it is our belief that the God alone comes in front of us, revealed himself in front of us as our own Guru or Acharya, and teaches us and leads us to our goal, which is the supreme bliss or happiness. Vedanta is the ultimate solution. Vedanta means Veda, which is eternal, Anadi, and Ananta, there is no end. Yet people are not bored with Vedanta. Why? Because if your friend comes and always tells about other people, one day you will be bored. But we are never bored when we hear the glory of ourselves. You are all beautiful. But if you have noticed, whoever the ugly person also never get bored when he or she stands in front of the mirror. Hours after hours we can spend in front of the mirror seeing our face. We never get bored. Likewise, Vedanta is the subjective science which talks on the subject, and that subject is I, subject is you, 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 you. Two types of gains we are having in our life. One is what we are not having. If we want to get it, we have to do something else. In Sanskrit terminology, it is called apraptasya prapti. Suppose you don't have air conditioning machine, so you have to purchase it. So for purchasing, you need money. So you have to work. And another thing, suppose you are searching for the keys of the car, and searching here and there, shouting at the staff that you people always make the mess. Then your beloved husband comes and tell, oh my dear, check your purse. Say in the purse, oh, last night I totally forgot. So this is called praptasya prapti. What we are already having, that we are gaining when nothing is required except the knowledge. When hunger is the problem, food is the solution. When thirst is the problem, water is the solution. When disease is the problem, medicine is the solution. But when darkness is the problem, light is the only solution. And when ignorance is the problem, knowledge is the only solution. And Vedanta provides us that knowledge of ourselves, about our true nature. Vedanta says, you are that Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma. You are that eternal self. You are that pure, ever pure soul. You are that enlightened one. You are a complete man or woman. Not like the advertisement of Raymond, a complete man. It is not like that. So the thing is, Vedanta only proclaims about our true nature. That is why, at last, when we are tired of searching for the solution of the problem in our life, Vedanta gives us the ultimate solution. But how that knowledge comes? It comes through a bona fide master, Acharya. Achinoti Shastranam iti Acharya. Who has walked that path, who have studied under the tradition, who has acquired this knowledge, who are authorized to teach, and who practice verily what he teaches. Through him or through her, that Vedantic knowledge we get. So through Vedanta, by studying only, we will be happy enough eternally? Yes and no, both. First, I will tell why no. Because Vedanta never tells you that I will give you happiness. And why yes? Vedanta tells you what you are looking for, the eternal bliss and happiness, you are that. That is the role of Vedanta, which is eternal, which is also considered as Purana, Pura api Nava Iva Purana, which is very ancient, very old, but at the same time very modern. Vedanta is the only science which gives us the ultimate solution in our life. Hari Om Tat Sat. I was asked to talk half an hour, and now your question and answer. So you may ask any question related to Vedanta. I will try to answer according to my capacity. Start. Please unmute yourself and talk.
If Vedanta if Vedanta is saying this Shashwat gives us happiness, then why we have to search and why we have to go here and there? It's already saying Vedanta is saying I'm eternal and I'm giving happiness. And we have to work, we have to struggle in life. Then for what?
Please, can you repeat the question, Amma?
Like you are saying Vedanta is eternal and is already giving us happiness. So why then we have to be so upset and we struggle in life for what then? What reason?
Yes. One is faith, another is belief. Both comes from the knowledge. One is intellectual knowledge, another is one is jnanam, that intellectual knowledge. Another is vijnanam, vishesha rupena jnanam, the minute knowledge where we stay. Suppose you are thirsty and Vedanta tells there is a water. Unless and until we take the water and drink, it will not quench our thirst. Nahi suptasya simhasya pravishanti mukhe mrigaha. If the lion is sleeping but very hungry and he is praying, and Guru or Vedanta tells, just open up your eyes and see there is a deer. This is the knowledge of Vedanta. But unless and until we strive to gain it, it will not be our knowledge. Vedanta proclaims you are that happiness. It is Vedanta's knowledge. Unless and until you strive to get it, until then the problem will not be solved.
Right.
Anyone else? Yes, Alka.
I want to. Yes. What is the difference between Vedanta and Sanatana Dharma? Am I audible?
Yes, verily. Verily.
What is the difference between Vedanta and Sanatana Dharma?
Yes. Nowadays, it's a very terminology, Hindustan and hum log Hindu hai. But really, in my any talk, any lecture session, or in my personal meet also, you will never hear that I am claiming I am a Hindu. Really, I am not a Hindu. How the Hindu terminology came? You know, when Alexander invaded and conquered the whole world, he stopped on the bank of river Sindhu. In Greek alphabet, there is no sa. So they could not pronounce Sindhu properly. I had a Chinese student. Her name was Lisan. So I taught her Sanskrit. In Chinese alphabet, there is no Ra. How difficult it is, you can't imagine. So I told, say, rrr, she told rrr. Then I told Ra, then he told La. I told La, Ram, she used to tell Lam. And I tried so many months, you have no idea. One day, Arvind Bhagavat, a renowned scientist in NASA, so she was listening to my class and she was observing my patience. And after the class, he told me, "Oh, my dear son, you are my teacher also. But I am teaching in NASA since last 20 years. And I had a lot of Chinese students. In 20 years, I could not teach them that my name is Arvind, not Alvind." So, in likewise, that Sindhu became Hindu. It is a wrong abbreviation of the letter. So, whoever lives beside the river Sindhu, they are all Hindu. They may be, they may belong to any religious faith, Islamic, Christianity, any, both these, Jains. But Veda is Sanatan or eternal. Sanatan means eternal. Vedaha Nityaha. So we are Vedantic. We are the followers of Veda. So we are Sanatani. We are not Hindu. We are Sanatani. Now Veda Anta. Veda plus Anta, Sanskrit grammar. Join it. It will become Vedanta. Anta, the literal meaning of Anta means the end portion of Veda is Vedanta. But if you go to the Lakshyartha or implied meaning, Anta means the gist. The gist of whole Veda, where it is depicted, is called Vedanta. So Vedanta is not apart from Veda. It is a verily part and parcel of Veda. So Sanatani is also Vedantic. Now there are many schools of philosophies are there, like Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishta Advaita. So we are Advaitin, non-dualist. We call Advaita Vedanti. Other is Dvaita Vedanti, but everyone is Sanatani. So there is no conflict between Vedanta and Sanatana. Clear? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else? Please. Ask anything else regarding Vedanta. So I'm very glad that nobody has any question. Tell me about your group. I don't know very much about your group. Only Alka Amma told that you are in a group, very nice group. So I just want to inform you that
Thank you so much. for enlightening us with your session.
Yes.
My question is that peace is inside and we look for peace outside. Is it
I
true?
want to see you, Amma. Who are you speaking?
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Oh, yes. Please.
Namaste. So peace is inside and we look for peace outside. Is it true?
Of course. Verily.
So in that case, if I am peaceful, then I'm dead. Because if there is no problem, then you are dead. So if I'm at peace, then I'm not looking at problems.
Yes. Good question. See, the thing is, you have to know what is the concept of peace in you. It may not be the universal concept of peace. The peace I am talking, it is eternal. But what you are talking about, suppose I am unhappy because I love to eat sweet, you know, or I love to eat ice cream, or what about you have sent yesterday? Wonderful it was. So I love to eat. And for a long time, lockdown situation, not a single devotee comes, so we don't get anything else. Always I think, oh, when the sweet will come, sweet will come. One day, Kaju Barfi came. What a happiness. I'm happy today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Then again, slowly, again that craving comes. The thing is, Vedanta never proclaims that problem will not come to in your life. I will give you a very nice example. Shopping mall is there near our mission, Lake Mall. So all the philosophies and the spiritual school has given the shop, suppose. All wants to eradicate problem. Yoga, meditation, pranayam, all the religions, everyone has their own shops. And they are assuring you that they will eliminate your problem. They will solve your problem. Bichara Vedanta. Vedanta has got a small shop. And they have also given a caption or banner, we will solve your problem. So whenever, by the grace of God, when you entered into the shop of Vedanta, you saw another small banner. You have no problem. That is the ultimate solution of Vedanta. Vedanta teaches us how to look towards the thing. Because what we call problem, everything has a standpoint. One is our transactional standpoint, another is our absolute standpoint. In absolute standpoint, there is no problem and there is no death also. All the play of birth and death is in the transactional world. Because Vedanta proclaims, Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. You never born, you never die. As if whenever the cloth is old, we throw it off. So whenever our body becomes tired of everything else, our subtle body leaves this body, and that is we call death. So when you are considering the word death and problem, both are from the standpoint of transactional world. So what I am talking about, or Vedanta proclaims, that supreme bliss, which is unshakable, which is eternal. There is no birth, there is no death.
I have one question, Swamiji.
Yes.
Supposing there is no birth and death, that is a final destination as we are going home and the number of births and deaths. So if we gather any knowledge of Vedanta or our Guru, how can we carry these memories forward in our future lives also to know that we are going to be progressing, because we might forget everything? How do we carry these memories with us?
Wonderful. You started, there is a flaw in your question.
Question, okay.
Yes. First you started, if there is no death, no, there is no birth. Then you asked, how should we carry this knowledge in our future life?
Because it's all the things are like changing clothes one after the other, but ultimately at one point we are going home somewhere, isn't it? We
There is
are
no
going to have
concept
a
of home.
union somewhere.
The purpose of Vedanta is to show you Jivatma Ikya, the oneness of the Brahman and the personal self. The total self and the personal self are one. Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. It is Upadeshamulak Brahmavakya or Mahavakya. So, a spiritual aspirant starts with the concept, Koaham. Who am I? What is that whole universe? What is the concept of Lord? What is the relationship between me and the Jagat, the world? What is the connection between me and the Lord? And the spiritual aspirant ends his spiritual journey by a concrete knowledge. So aham. I am that, what I am looking for. And the conclusion comes in the Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi. I am that supreme Brahman. So all that concept of play of coming and going and coming and going, this is the coming and going of the body, not you. The problem is, suppose, don't take it otherwise. Everyone loves their mobile phone because it is very essential. If there is a news comes in the news channel that is the huge mobile shop got burned, we will say, oh, so many mobile phones. Then we surf the channel. What Didi is telling, what Modi is telling, when the next lockdown, as if it is a very common event. But if you hear, suppose you kept your mobile phone in the kitchen and your cook was in a hurry and put the mobile phone on the oven instead of the kadai, how will you be your feeling? Why? Because I identify myself with the mobile phone. I'm verily attached with it. So the thing is, the problem here, we are very much attached with this body and we forget this body is as inert as the chair, table, pillow, wall. Do you want to want to know the example? We always tell, yes, we see through our eyes. It is my eyes. I can see. Eyes can see. If really my eyes can see, then if I pluck my eyes, it can see. Is it possible? My hand, the God-gifted spoon, we eat through it. If anyone ampute my hand, can it be able to eat? So this portion, body portion, is inert. Some enliven factors are there inside, which makes this inert factor enliven. I'm going very deeper because your question is like that. So the thing is, the play of born and gone, it happens for the body, not the indweller of the body.
But what about the memory?
It is, you have to attend the Vedanta class. Systematic study is required. I can answer your question.
Okay.
That this gross body is called physical body, which is very much inert like stone, wood, etc. Inside that, there is a subtle body, or we call it mind. And our mind is divided into 4 parts called mana, or mind, which always confuses us. Should I join the class or not? Should I come at 4 o'clock? Acharya, everyone will come. I think no. Everyone will make for 5 minutes. So why should I join the class before 5 minutes? This is the role of the mind.
Mind.
Then buddhi, intellect tells no, you are committed. You have to join at 4 o'clock. Then comes chitta, your part, memory. It is another part of the mind. And ahankara, ego, which identifies everything else. So what the memory you are telling, there are 2 kinds. One is general memory, another is specific memory. So general memory stays in the form of vasana or past impression, by which maybe the son of a saint become a big thief, or the son of a thief becomes a great saint. And another memory is specific memory, that he is my husband, he is my father, he is my brother, she is my... That memory goes. Kash, inshallah, what you others says. By the grace of God. Because we are very much puzzled in our this life memory. If I started memorizing all my past life parents, just think, maybe my beloved father has taken birth as an enemy in this life. Our life will be horrible. So I think I could clear your question.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. So we will finish up our class. I'm very happy to join with you. I'm thankful. It's my pleasure to be in front of you. You have allowed me to speak an hour. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you very much from all our Vimansa ladies.
Purna mudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you. Thank you, Swami.
Very nice
आपने
day.
बहुत अच्छे से समझाया, आपने वही आपकी सिंपल शैली में जो हमेशा करते हैं, सब बहुत एकदम मन में उतर गया। एंड जो हम लोग की जो क्वेरीज थी वो भी आपने बहुत अच्छे से समझा के बता दी। अब
Savita
आती हूँ
loves me
कैलकाटा, तब
very much.
मिलते हैं
You know
अम्मा
how much
स्वामी
she
जी।
cares about me when she stays in Kolkata.
नो स्वामी जी, हार्डली, बट अब आना पड़ेगा। कलकत्ता भी बहुत मिस कर रहे हैं अभी, यहाँ पे थोड़ा
I am
सिचुएशन
also
ठीक
missing
है।
Marwari Khana.
आई नो स्वामी जी। नहीं नहीं,
Hari Om.
अभी
Hari Om, please try to join 9 o'clock class every morning.
I listen to the recording.
Dr.
I don't
Malka
join at
Jaiswal ji
9.
or Savita Amma ji, or please go to the
Yeah.
Vakar Chaitanya YouTube channel. Please subscribe it and share it with your other friends and tell them to subscribe and to utilize this time. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you very
Swami
much.
ji. Hari Om. Hari
Hari
Om.
Om. Hari Om.